I admire the rappers now, like with their own labels, you know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z, Master P, the rappers that got control of their situation, what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Versus to like rappers that just sacrifice themselves just to get themselves heard. You made somebody 50 million, and you don't even have a $50,000 house, and you made somebody 50 million, not 50,000, you know what I'm saying? Not 150,000, not 500,000. You made somebody 50 million. You know what I'm saying? Who has that 50 million? That's that 50 million went to somebody's pocket. Making it happen for myself. That's why a lot of things I don't have to go for in the industry, like when it comes down to certain situations. I could walk away from a contract. I could walk away from a deal. I could walk away from a video shoot. If I really think I'm getting joked, listen, all that shit is dead. I'm not going nowhere asking nobody for nothing. I always have. And I'm always gonna have, with or without the rap music, you know what I'm saying?
Peace, y'all. Peace. So, one of my subscribers had asked me to do a video on the rapper Half a Mil. Alright, so I'm going to be talking about a few things that I found to be interesting in the demise of the rapper Half a Mil. Now, when I do these type of videos, like I always say, I'm going to be very respectful to the friends and family of Half a Mil. But there's some things that I found to be a little alarming, if that makes sense. All right, but so Half a Mil was actually an underground rapper from Crown Heights, New York, Brooklyn, Albany Projects to be exact. Now, when he was out in the early 2000s. So, you know, he had a really quick career. You know, he had the song Some Niggas. Now, his style of rap was like all over the place in a sense. You know, he would make songs like party songs, or, you know, he could talk about conspiracy theories. You know, he made like songs for the ladies. So he had different styles of rap when he did his music. He was actually what someone would consider a mixtape rapper. All right. You know, he was on DJ Clue's mixtape, Tony Touch, K Slade, all of these DJs at the time, you know, actually played his records on their mixtapes. All right. Now, when I looked up Half a Mil, there wasn't really much on his early childhood besides the documentary that is put out. Is actually on YouTube, but you guys could check that out. But now, there's multiple stories on how he actually passed away. Now, some believe that he was murdered, and actually some people believe that it was suicide. You know, some actually believe, you know, it was the government that actually took him out due to a lot of stuff that he was rapping about, right? But you get, you know, mixed stories on how Half a Mil actually passed away, right? You read a lot of the comments, people might say, yeah, you know, I lived in Albany Projects and, you know, he committed suicide. And then you might have some people that in the comments or in the forums that might say, nah, you know, it was a homicide. So it's two different stories to actually how he actually passed away. Now, when I was watching the documentary, I found it to be very strange that, like, at least 4 or 5 people died in the documentary, which was only an hour and a half, you know. So it was kind of like they probably followed him for a month's time span, you know, while he was actually recording his debut album, Million. All right. You know, it was kind of strange, like how everybody just kept dying you know, throughout the documentary. You know, it was weird. It'd be like they'd be interviewing them, and then like at the end of the interview, they would say R.I.P. This person died in a shootout, and you know, it was just crazy, man. And the director actually, whose name is Maggie Hadley West, who directed it, she actually said that she thought the documentary was cursed. All right. Now, she did one more documentary about pharmaceuticals in 2016 and was actually never seen or heard from again. All right, but in this, there's an interview out there with Doggy Diamonds, and he interviewed Half a Mill's close friend, Bloodsport. All right, now Bloodsport actually confirmed that he passed away from self harm, but like I said, some people still don't believe that story. You know what I mean? Because it's just all over the place, and I'm gonna break down what I found out while watching the documentary. All right, now, from my point of view, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I find this to be very weird that he was signed to a record company by the name of Warlock Records, right? Which was ran by Adam Levy. Now, in the documentary, they showed his everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like a few performances, promo runs, but like towards the end of the documentary, you could see Half a Mill was starting to complain about money, from his record label.
I told you when I get to $1,500, I only have $300 for my pocket out of that $1,500 because I had to pay insurance. I didn't know. Maybe I was just, I don't know, taking. I wasted $600 out of my pocket. I left my own studio session to come to do business with you. I left my studio session to do business with you. I wasted $650. You should see my fucking face right now, man. I don't like nobody. I tell you, when I see that lady, I swear, John, that my fucking career will be over, man. I will hurt that lady, man. I'm telling you, man, over some bullshit, man, because she played me. I never fucking talked to you like this a day in my life, man. I'm so fucking steamed, man. I don't know what the fuck to do, man. I don't care because nobody's not gonna be playing me like this because somebody's gonna really get seriously fucking hurt. And I said really hurt over nothing. And I don't care, man, because everybody not gonna be. I'm not no fucking ass for nobody, man. Everybody saying, oh, I don't know, I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know how she got in contact with you. I don't know. Nobody knows nothing now. And when she get a foot up her ass and that studio get cleaned out, nobody better not know nothing then. Nobody better not call my house and say, Half, what happened? I'm telling y'all, motherfuckers, man. Give me my fucking money. That's bottom line. And I'm saying this for the documentary. From now on, is give me my fucking money and fuck you. Bottom line. Ain't no friends in that. That's the last one. I'm telling you. Nobody else, man. Don't make no sense.
Now, Maggie, the director of the documentary, who was from Alaska, I just wanted to know this, like, what would make her randomly just pick to do a documentary with Half a Mill? Like, it was kind of strange. Like, he was an underground rapper. Like, he didn't really have a buzz like that. He had semi. It was hot in the streets. The Some track. He wasn't really a big time rapper. Now, many believe Half a Mill to be a part of the Firm. He was on the Firm Biz remix, right? But they actually stole the song from him. Originally, he had, did the song World Famous, and, I guess the Firm liked the track. They put a different hook on it, and they all spit a verse, you know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of strange that, he didn't get his credit, his proper credit in the music business, and it's crazy because he contributed to a lot of people's careers, Dr. Dre, Nas, AZ, Nature, all of these guys, man, like, he played a part in their career. Now, another thing I spotted in the documentary was that he wanted to get off the label that he was signed to and signed to another label on the West Coast. All right. Now, during like towards the end when he started complaining about money, like you could kind of see the disappointment in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? When his first debut album, Million, sold 30,000 copies and he only received $1,500. Now, if you sign to an independent, right? Because I was young then, so I didn't really know too much about the business. But when you sign to an independent, a lot of artists expect to get paid more money. All right, like because you're not cutting out. You basically cutting out the middleman. You know what I'm saying? Like the major labels and stuff. Like, mind you, he was signed to Penalty Records, but for him to only receive $1,500 and complain about, spending his last $650, it was kind of crazy. Like, now another weird situation was after he wanted off of his label. His manager Ron Du ends up killing his $500,000's cousin allegedly. Right now, this was kind of strange because it was just like it came out of nowhere. It was you guys could check out the documentary, but it just came out of nowhere. And then his DJ Ali dies. Just for the documentary to end with $500,000 dying, right? And it was so weird. Like the ending of the documentary was just like R.I.P. They didn't go into detail to actually find out, what really happened to him. Was he going through any type of mental, was he stressed out? You know what I'm saying? Like the lady didn't really put any effort into, getting to know who he was. Now I'm going to give my opinion on this, right? But I was thinking that maybe there was some type of sick death clause in the contract, all right? After all, he was actually the biggest artist on that label besides Juvenile, all right? So, maybe they knew down the line people would catch on to his music and, later they could reap the benefits. I don't know, but that's a speculation of mine, all right? Now, could there be a conspiracy behind his death? I'm going to say possibly. All right. Now, I know Bloodsport confirmed, him actually, self-harming himself. But from my point of view, he didn't seem like the type to do that. He was very wise. He was a 5%er. He came from the school of Medina. All right. In the 5%ers, one of the principles is not to self-delete. All right. Now, like I said, you never know what people going through mentally, but they showed him in a nice light, like he was, he didn't seem like upset or nothing like that. So, towards the end, he was frustrated with his label, but I don't see that actually being a reason to, harm yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have other opportunities and a bright future with music, all you had to do was basically switch the label, right? Also he had 2 boys and a wife and a daughter on the way, but salute to his son. His son is actually in a bunch of TV shows, all right? Some that we all watch, you know what I'm saying? But so somebody is looking out for him. Maybe it's his pops, maybe somebody in the industry. But there was some really interesting points, I found out about, the rapper $500,000, and it was just crazy that, the lady Maggie just popped up and was like, I want to do a documentary on you. And then all of these people just started dying, like, and, she just went on with her life. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it just seemed a little bit suspicious, but yeah, man, prayers up for $500,000, man. He's got a lot of good records. Like I said, he spoke about conspiracy theories. He spoke about going to the club, the ladies. He covered all areas, man. So, yeah, it's going to be 20 years since his passing on October 22nd. So I figured, I would do this video to keep his name and legacy, alive. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. And if you want, you could check out the documentary. It's called Player Hating, Love Story or something like that. And yeah, it's actually an interesting documentary, man. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and peace.
Do you suffer with acne and have tried everything to get rid of it? Try D-Dara. D-Dara is an organic skincare product that is not harmful to the skin but has been proven to clear acne in 2 weeks. D-Dara clears cystic acne, blackheads, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, and eczema. Shop now at ddara.us.